Okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm going to pretend that poof, I lost all my beauty products and I now have to replenish or buy the things that I absolutely could not live without. It would be the exact same thing. Not like I need blush, so just go buy a blush. No, I'd want that exact blush. We're going to divide up makeup into the things that I would buy immediately and the things that I would buy as soon as I possibly can. Let's start with a under eye corrector. It would be Kokie Under Eye Corrector in Peach. Love this. We're gonna go fast. Okay, for foundation, it would be two. One that would be a light coverage and one that would be a little bit more like a medium. For light coverage, it's what I'm wearing today. It is the Covergirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence. Perfect for the summer. If I want a little bit more medium coverage, it would be the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. Love this. I can't say love this to everything, can I? No. I love them all. Obviously. I should tell you that I have updated my Amazon storefront to include all of these things. I think I labeled the section that these are in something like makeup or beauty products I can't live without, or I'd have to buy again, or something like that. So they're all kind of grouped into one thing. If that product is actually sold on Amazon, some things are not sold on Amazon. Everything will be linked below individually, regardless if it's on Amazon or not. Next comes brows. My absolute favorite, and this is actually kind of a new favorite, it would be the Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer. And I am in the shade 3.5. Perfect for getting those hair-like strokes. It's the perfect color for me, not too red, not too dark. This has been a game changer for my brows. One that I have used for years would be the Sigma Brow Duo. I love this thing. It gives me an all-over color. It sets everything in. I'd have to have this. I am going to talk about tools later, but I want to bring up this one now because it's very pertinent to my brows. The Anastasia 7B Brow Brush. This has been another game changer. I don't think I could live without this one either. When I'm done with my brows and I want them to stand up straight all day, in place, and not go askew, and not be really crunchy and not be shiny, that's a lot. The Maybelline Superlock Brow Gel. This is actually a newer one to me as well. This has been a game changer. Next would be the Perricone MD. This is the no makeup eyeshadow, and I am in shade 2. Although I want to try shade 3, but it keeps being sold out. This is wonderful for just my all over color. That's what I have on today. I just use this to even out the skin tone. Over that, I have to set it with a powder, and that would be the Urban Decay All Nighter Powder. This one's about done, sadly, but I already have another one. I use this all over my face, not just over my eyelids. To me, this is one of the best pressed powders. For mascara, it would have to be the L'Oreal Voluminous in Waterproof. This gives me lashes that are not too bold. They are my good everyday. It doesn't clump, it doesn't smear, it doesn't flake until it starts to get old. Then it does flake a bit, but I can always depend on this one to look good. For bronzer, it'd have to be from Revolution, their cream bronzer. I do have it in light, and yes, I still want to get it in medium. I just haven't done it yet. For blush, it would have to be Milani's Cheek Kiss, and this is in Nude Kiss. This gives me that perfect little flush of color, but not too much. If I set it down with powder, it'll stay on all day. I would need a lip liner, and my absolute favorite is from Laura Geller. It is her Happy Hazelnut. This gives me the best nude color. If it wears off, you don't really notice the difference because it's close to my lip color, but it stays in place and I don't get the feathering from it. Over that, I would put on Merit's lip oil, and this is in Merica, I think it's how it's pronounced. It is pricey. It is, to me, worth it. I have not found another lip oil that does as good as this one. And then of course I would end it off with my powder all over my face just to tone everything down, and that would be the main things that I would have to have immediately. Now there's a few things that I would have to have as soon as possible. Let me show you those. I would want another foundation that is more hydrating, and that would be the L'Oreal True Match. I would want to have an eyeshadow palette eventually because sometimes you just want to look a little bit more done up. My favorite would be from Tarte, and this is the Tartelette in Bloom. I've used this for quite a few years. Love this, still going strong. I'd have to have this. I do like to tightline when I want to have a more dramatic look, and I love the one for Persona. The reason I like this one is it's so easy to go on, and it's so dark, and it does not budge. I do like to color in my brows sometimes because I do have some grays in there. And I do like the Ulta Beauty's brow tint, I think it's called. Yes, I think I like it the most because of how small the brush is. It doesn't hold them in place as I would like, so I would still use the one from Maybelline to hold them in place after. I do like to have a concealer sometimes, but I don't use it a lot. Usually the Kokie corrector does just what I need it to do. But once in a while, I do have those dark circles, and then I would use the Fiera. This is their luxury concealer. I get it on Amazon. Yeah, this would be my go-to. Yes, I do like to have a powder blush sometimes rather than a cream one. So then one of my favorites is the L'Oreal True Match, and this is in Subtle Sable. It's very natural looking. As soon as possible, I would go get this. And sometimes I really do want an actual lipstick, not just the lip liner. And my favorite would be from L'Oreal. It is their Colour Riche, and my favorite is number 10, is it 107? Yeah, 107 Siene Sunset. I do like a lip mask, and I love Laneige. I will tell you, when I first got this years upon years ago, I did not like it at first. I thought, I don't get it. After using an entire tub of this, in fact, this is a new one. I just got it last week. I am sold on this. I love it. I've tried to find ones that replace it. Can't find it. Okay, so that's it at actual makeup. Let me talk about tools. Okay, number one foundation brush would be the BK Beauty 106. I absolutely cannot live without this. I also really love putting foundation on with a sponge, and my favorite ones are from Beaky. I go back and forth between the two. Sometimes I'll put it on and then use this after, or sometimes I'll actually put the foundation on with the sponge. It kind of depends on the foundation. If I'm using this one from Covergirl, the Ageless, the one I used today, I will follow up with my Stands Out sponge. So this is something I would buy as soon as I possibly can, because this just evens everything out. It's so good. For curling my lashes, the Refer number 18R is my absolute favorite. This is the perfect shape for my eyes. It never disappoints, it never pinches. They have two different shapes, so find the one that's good for your shaped eye. I have to have puffs because those work amazing for powder, underneath eyes, all over the face. I will link both of these. I get them on Amazon. They're amazing. For bronzer, I love the Hailey's Beauty Brush. This is a little bit bigger than the BK Beauty 106 brush. And that's why I like it for bronzer, because I have a wider space here, and it just helps me to stipple it on and blend it in really well. For blush, I like to use the BK Beauty number 109 brush. I like this one because it blends out well. It's got that angle, so it's just easy to have it go across my cheek, and it's small enough that it doesn't take over my whole cheek. If I was going to use powder blush, I would use the one from Refer, and it's their number 4 brush. This is a perfect brush for powder blush. Boy, that was hard to say. My under eye concealer brush is one that I found just recently, probably, I don't know, about 6 months ago. It's from All Beaut, I think is how you say it. I love it because of the shape and its denseness. It fits perfectly in the corner of my eye. I use this almost exclusively for my corrector. It's just the perfect brush for that. For the color that goes over my eye, I love the Refer number 36 brush. It's shaped, yep, these are all dirty. I'm sorry, I use them. This is shaped perfectly for just that, getting right in that area. Blends it out perfectly. Love this. For the powder that goes over that, I use the number 33 brush from Refer. This is again that perfect shape and fluffiness. It doesn't pick up too much powder. For under my eye powder, I'll use two things. Sometimes I will use the little puff thing, and I will just get a little bit of powder on and go right underneath. Or I will use the BK Beauty A506. This has got the perfect shape, and I do like it because I can hold it and then push in the powder underneath there. So it works amazing for that. I didn't show you any brushes for eyeshadow because I didn't say I was going to have eyeshadow immediately. My eyeshadow was in my as soon as possible pile, so I wouldn't get these until as soon as possible. If I had to go down to bare bones and get started, this is the ones I would start with. I do love way more than this, but this is the ones that I would have to be like, okay, I have to have these immediately. This would be 3 from BK Beauty's Angie Hot and Flashy, And then another one from their core line. I think it's their core line, 209. These I love for depositing, for, you know, getting in the crease, for blending. This is my perfect brush to go right underneath my eyebrow and getting it just that highlighted color. This one I love from Refer. It is number 28. This is the perfect one to pack on right into that corner. And then the Refer number 23, this is a tiny pencil brush, perfect for going right underneath the lash line. I like to blend everything and just make sure it's all seamless. There's two brushes that I love, different price points, and they actually act differently, so I'd want them both. First, this is from e.l.f. It is their Airbrush Blender. This one's got a fun shape to it, but I wouldn't say I would do this all over. But this is perfect for the cheek area, just making sure everything blends seamlessly. My other one would be from Refer. It is the number 24. It's got that curve to it. Make sure everything is blended out perfectly with this. Okay, I would have to have a Sigma switch, and I said this would be the as soon as possible one because I use it a ton when I am doing eyeshadow, just to get extra things off, make sure there's no glitter or shimmer on brushes. I love this double-sided. These disposable spoolies from Real Techniques. If your mascara is clumped, to brush it out. If your eyebrows need a little bit of combing, I use this almost every single time I do makeup. I get asked a lot where I got my mirror, and I actually got it from Costco. It's great because it's got the 10 times zoom. I would not be able to do makeup without a 10 times zoom. So if you haven't gotten one yet, you need to get one. It doesn't have to be this one, of course, but a 10 times zoom. It has 3 different settings. It holds a charge a long time. I like that it charges in the back. I have another one here that I got. I don't know where I got it, but it charges right here, and it's such a pain, and it doesn't hold a charge long. All right, let's talk a little bit of fashion, and then we'll go into hair. My favorite no-show socks. I'd have to buy these again because they're the only ones that do not go into my shoe. Both of these, Angie Hot and Flash had put it on her channel, so I just want to give credit where credit's due. She's the first one who told me about it. I like them because they have there's 3 grippies, and it actually stays put. These are amazing. They work, they just stay in place. They do what they're supposed to do. If I want to get a real thin one, I would use these. This one is nice because it's got the plastic or the, I don't know what that's, the grippy stuff around the entire foot. Like the entire foot has it. And they truly are no-show. They're really thin, so this is really good if you've got just like flats you're gonna wear. This is such a random thing. I have one sweatshirt that I love that I've bought, I think, every color they have, and it is from Target. It is their Stars Above. I can't link it, I will just tell you now, because it's not available until like fall. But I like them because they are not really, oh, look, fuzzies. There's probably a stain. I'm constantly rebuying these because I wear them too much. They just fit my body. I'm pretty large chested and they fit my body well. I get them usually in the size extra large. So yep, these are soft. They just work and they wash beautifully. Okay, I get asked all the time about what readers I use. I'm always putting readers on. If you see me wearing readers, I'm wearing ones from the brand Peepers. They sponsored me at one point. This is not sponsored. They do know I am talking about it, about their brand, because I contacted them and asked them if they would give me a discount code. And they came through and gave me a discount code. So I'm just showing you random ones that I have. I have a lot. These aren't my favorite. These are too round for me. I don't like these at all. These are my favorite. I wear these all the time. So I will put the discount code below. You can get Peepers on Amazon. I will link them there. You can't use a discount code at Amazon. So you'll have to see, I don't know, they might be on sale at Amazon at some point, and then don't use a discount code, get them on Amazon. They're not highly expensive. They've lasted me a long time. They have, obviously they have the whatever that's called, spring sides, and they just work. All right, as fashion goes, shoes are something I love, but I have feet that I have a struggle with because they're flat feet and they kind of go in. So I love Vionics. I've bought so many. My recent pair are these. My daughter actually doesn't like these. She says that they look kind of like Moses shoes. I don't know where she gets this, but I like them. I like Vionics because they have an arch. So I have bought several. I have very many winter pairs, few summer pairs. I love them. I also really love Fit Flops. Like, these are the things I would buy immediately. I would go buy a pair of Fit Flop flip flops, and I get those on Amazon as well. If you see me wearing jewelry, I wear very minimal jewelry. I am allergic to all gold. White gold, yellow gold, all gold, no matter the percentage. If it's a higher percentage, I'm actually more allergic to it. So I can't wear any gold. I can't wear anything with nickel in it. So that really narrows things down. I can wear silver, but I'm not a fan of silver. My jewelry that I'm wearing today, and almost everything you see me wear, is from Tiny Luxe. They are a brand that is, all of their jewelry is made of medical grade titanium. I love that I was able to go get my ears pierced again and I can wear jewelry again. So I would absolutely buy these if I lost them all. I'm not a real fashion person, so that's it on fashion. Let's talk about hair. First, let's talk about brushes. I would have to buy a wet brush. This is my favorite one because it bends this way and then it also bends these. Absolutely a game changer for not letting your hair get pulled out. The other one I would buy, and I have hair in it because I'm going to show you in a second, something I love, is this one from Ineffable Care. Okay, I have to clean it first because it's really bugging me. This is a hair brush cleaner. This is the side I use the most. It looks like it's all askew. It doesn't matter. It works. Do you guys see the hair in there? Gross. See all this? This, all you do is go through it, and I go sideways and up and down, and it's almost completely clean. Amazing. It's all here. And you just take it, pull it off, and throw it away. Love this thing. Love this. You just take it off. Is it all? Yeah, so love this thing. Okay, but this is the brush I was showing you. This is from Ineffable Care. I got it on Amazon. I don't know if it's sold other places. I'm sure it is. But this is the one I use when my hair is dry. So this is my wet one. This is my dry one. And I've used these for quite a few years. Let's talk about things I put in my hair. I'm not going to talk about shampoo and things like that, only because that constantly changes for me. I don't think I have the one where I'm like, oh my heart, I have to go get it right now. Like, I don't have that with shampoo and conditioner. I don't. But there are a few things that after I wash my hair, I use. One is Ava NYC, their Main Magic. I did try their one for fine hair, because I have a lot of hair, but I have fine hair. I didn't like it at all. I like the normal one, but that's just me. Of course, your hair might be different, but this protects my hair from heat. It detangles beautifully. It works. It doesn't make it greasy. Love this. I have pretty frizzy hair because I have naturally wavy hair, a little bit of curl, some wave in there. So when there's humidity or anything, it gets wavy. You can even see, like, you can see how it's bending back here because it's always doing that. I do love the Wow Dream Coat. Love this. I use this, I don't know, probably once every other month or so. I don't use it constantly. This makes it so my hair isn't frizzy. After I've blown my hair dry, my favorite is using the Verb Ghost Oil. This literally is, you just use like that amount and you spread it out throughout your hair, and I steer clear of my roots. I just get it on the ends, and it just kind of makes everything just kind of tame down. All right, I have 4 tools that I could not do my hair without. One would be from Laneige. It is their blow dryer. I've had this probably about a year, I think about a year. This thing is so light. I have arthritis in my hands, and so for me to hold something for any length of time, I really love how light this is. Plus, it's small and it's got huge strength. I mean, this thing gives power. I love that. This tool is a little bit new to me. It's from T3. I had one that was similar to this and it broke. This one has been kind of a game changer. For one thing, I don't know what magic they put in these bristles, but they actually grab a hold of my hair really strong. Sometimes these kind of brushes, I'll put it in and it just kind of pushes my hair out. It doesn't grab a hold of it. This one actually grabs a hold of it. I like that it's oval shaped, so I can get to my roots and get some lift. Not today, clearly. One thing that to me was a game changer, this has 3 speeds, but it also has 3 heat settings, and they're separate. So you can get something that's low and a strong setting, and something that's a high heat and a low strength setting. Does that make sense? So they're both separated. You can do each one separate. So you can even do a cool shot, but have a lot of power coming out. That was huge to me. A lot of them, they don't do that. You make it medium or low setting, and it actually turns down the power. And you're like, I don't want the power to be low. I want the heat to be low. That's what this lets you do. Not cheap. I will just tell you now, I paid for this myself. But to me, this was worth it because it doesn't damage my hair that way. I can have a lot of strength coming out, and I use the lowest heat setting. Again, I deal with frizz, and afterwards, I really liked this. This is from Tymo. Yeah, Tymo. I think that's how you say it. This is just coils that your hair just goes through. I'll do just my top layer and have this go through it real fast. This has been a game changer. I just got this. And if I really do want to curl my hair, I do love the Hot Tools, and this is the 1.5 inch barrel. I like this because it doesn't give tight curls. It'll give it a curl, but it's more of a wavy curl, and that's what my favorite look is. 2 random things. I would not be able to deal without my Lumify. It makes my eyes white. I use it whenever I film because I want to have white eyes when I'm looking at you guys. I also like white teeth. I get asked this all the time. My last video, somebody asked me the same question. How I whiten my teeth, I've said this so many times, is Crest, and I use Sensitive. And I just do this. People ask this all the time. How often do you do it? Okay, quickly. When you first start, do it every other day for like 3 times to get your teeth to its desired whiteness. After that, I use it probably once a week, maybe every other week. You might notice that I didn't talk about skincare at all, and that's because I just did a skincare routine, and I would absolutely buy all of those again, obviously. So I'm going to link that video right here. I also did a video about all the things that I would buy again if poof, they were gone from my home. So just all the home stuff. I'll put that video right here. I'll see you in one of those or another one. God bless.